Hello, today's the anniversary of the day in 1981, which saw the last boxing fight in which Muhammad Ali was involved. Uh, Muhammad Ali, the undisputed top heavyweight boxer for the late 1960s and 70s, who not only notable for his boxing prowess, but also for his resistance to the draft of the program in America to call up American young men to fight in Vietnam. This put him out of the boxing for 4 years while he was banned because of his refusal to go to Vietnam. But his boxing made him well known the world over. But this last bout, on this day in 1981, he lost rather dramatically because he was already suffering from Parkinson's disease. And the previous year, he'd had a famous fight against Larry Holmes. He already had been warned that he was struggling with this illness. His speech was stuttering, his hands were shaking, and the boxing authorities insisted that he had a medical, but he went to the Mayo Clinic and they passed him okay to fight, and so he did. But someone described this fight in 1980, his penultimate battle against Larry Holmes, as like watching an autopsy on a living person. It was a brutal fight where Muhammad Ali was really beaten up until his trainer stepped into the ring and stopped it. And Muhammad Ali was immediately given tranquilizers and painkillers against all the rules of boxing. You're not supposed to do that before the post-match checkup, and it was a disaster. It was shameful and a very sad end to a wonderful career. But it made me think about our need sometimes to remember to stop when it's time, because often with Muhammad Ali it was a need for money. With us it can be pride, it can be just sheer stubbornness, it can be what people think of us. All sorts of things can encourage us to keep going when we shouldn't. I mean, maybe it's a project that we're involved in that isn't going anywhere. Or maybe it's a habit that we've developed that we really need to stop, or it may be even a loving, caring relationship where we've tried to look after somebody and support somebody, but we're not having any effect, or even a deleterious effect on them. And sometimes the stopping that's required is not necessarily permanent. We just need to slow down. We need to realise that we're pushing ourselves too hard. We're not doing our health any good. We're not doing our mood any good just by pressing on, when actually to stop would possibly make us more effective, because we might approach whatever it is that we're doing in a more relaxed frame of mind. So today, just a reminder that unlike Muhammad Ali, who didn't stop when he should have done, we perhaps ought to check that there's nothing that we're doing that we ought to be stopping doing, at least for a while, if not forever.